What is a virtual law office? They are firms that have a centralized meeting space for attorney or client meetings, but the lawyers practice from home or in other locations that make the most sense to each lawyer. The models range from solo practitioners delivering services online to large firms operating outside a traditional brick-and-mortar setting. The concepts are limited only by the creativity of those involved. The lawyers do not have offices, secretaries, or desk space. They work on-site at the client's location or at home. History of virtual law offices. It all started in the 1980s when a California attorney, Paul Fagan, decided to start giving law services from home when one of his attorneys wanted to partially retire. They might not have had the internet, but this is where the idea of virtual law firms came from. Axum is who made this popular in 2000, unquestionably the largest of the virtual law firms so far. It was started in New York by Alec Guttel and Mark Harris, who've often been described as big law refugees. They, in turn, describe Axum as the first real alternative to the traditional law firm. How virtual law offices work. Virtual assistants are used for administrative support. Cloud-based practice management systems enable the lawyers to collaborate on cases and to have all information related to the matter at their fingertips, whether they are at home or traveling on the other side of the world. Legal services are typically delivered to clients using internet-based technologies such as law practice management software with built-in client portals. Common practices of law in virtual law firms. Virtual firms can be full service and handle the entire range of existing practice areas, from estate planning to criminal defense to business matters such as mergers and acquisitions and complex litigation. Technology commonly used in a virtual law office. Cloud computing helps drive the virtual models. They use the internet, a laptop or computer, and smartphones as well. They also use software as a service or SaaS platforms. The challenges of a virtual law office. There are several studies that found that lawyers who work from traditional office space with other attorneys earn at least 30% more than their virtual office peers. The two most common complaints by work-from-home lawyers is that it's difficult to stay motivated and it can be very isolating. Since the concept of a virtual law practice is so new and different compared to the traditional way law is practiced, many people continue to express reservations. You also have to make sure the data center is secure, and if something crashed, are you backed up? You constantly have to make sure you have everything secure and backed up in order for your virtual law office to be successful. Benefits of working in a virtual law office. A virtual law firm that has data is stored in the cloud will find that their costs are lower because it is less expensive than the alternative. Virtual law firms experience lower real estate costs because the need for a larger physical office is reduced or eliminated. A virtual law firm presence enables you to extend the reach of your practice either through the state where you are licensed to practice, or if a nationwide specialty like immigration, nationally. Expand a client base through the reach and visibility of an online presence, and these are just a few of the benefits of working in a virtual law office. The future of virtual law offices. Soon, virtual law firms will be the norm. Either attorneys will be strictly virtual or at least have a virtual office with their normal practice. Chad E. Burton from the American Bar Association explains that in 5 to 10 years from now, virtual law offices will simply be called practicing law.